Depression for many older people is a significant health problem. It's not because they're old. People do not become depressed simply because they're growing older. Things happen in later life. Now, those things can be major. It could be the loss of a partner. It could be a period of physical illness. It may be even going into live in a care home. Major events. But in truth, most elderly people negotiate that very well indeed. What's far more likely to make a person depressed are the daily hassles of life. Fretting and worrying they might trip and fall when they're in home or outside. Or maybe it's the past. They review their life and they dwell on regrets and failings and disappointments. Or it could be the future. They fret and worry because they fear future losses. So it's a sense of foreboding. But maybe what is also significant is the culture they live in. For so many elderly people, what they're exposed to is being ignored, ridiculed, not given respect, and that depresses the person as well. Just because depression is common doesn't mean to say it's easily recognised. In fact, it's often underdiagnosed. Partly that's because depression is complex. The major signs include being low, being miserable, but often not tearful. It's what we call an absence of emotion. Behaviour changes, people become apathetic, lethargic, withdrawn, everything's too much effort. They sleep poorly, they wake early. They eat very little, so their weight falls off. Their thinking becomes negative, pessimistic. But sometimes the problems make us feel there's something wrong, when in fact there is nothing wrong. For example, they fret about their health, they complain about their medication, so we think it's a physical illness. But sometimes the effort to think and communicate and remember becomes so great that they don't. And so it looks as if they've got dementia, and that's the misdiagnosis. So how do we help somebody who is depressed? Understandably, we can prescribe antidepressants. Now, for many people, they work, but they are rarely the complete answer. They open up a window of opportunity, and we have to think of ways of helping whilst that window is open. How do we help that person? Well, we'll give them back some control, some choice. Don't dictate to them. Give them choices about what they might wear, what they might eat. Bring some pleasure, interest, reward into their lives, and challenge that negativity. Because nobody's lived a life where there's been no success, no enjoyment, no value. For somebody who's depressed, they will benefit from talking about their past because that was a time they would have enjoyed, their life was rich, and so it makes a lot of sense to reflect upon those times. So by using pictures, photographs, music, you can tap into who that person was and bring their history back to life again. In essence, that is what life story work is. If you are concerned, if you're worried about that person with depression, then contact your doctor because they will point you in the right direction.
This video is intended for general information only, and it does not replace the need for personal advice from a qualified health professional.